We're going to go ahead and get started with the first part of our keynote. I'm Desmond Hilson Jr. I'm the editor-in-chief for those just getting here. This first piece is a video. 2 years ago, I transferred to Southern Polytechnic in the spring of 2013. I transferred from taking some time off after dropping out from Georgia Southern in the spring of 2012. I spent a good 4 or 5 months here at Southern Poly, just, being a fly on the wall, just seeing how the students operate and how everything was on campus and how it was so different than what Georgia Southern was, a school that had a very active and lively social life. So one day in June during the summer of 2013, I joined this thing as a video production assistant. And then I sat down with the staff and I talked about the state of student life here on campus. And we decided to go out and to see as what we observed was actually what it is.
Today we went out and talked to the student body, got a pulse of, what they think needs to change about the participation of students and their involvement in activities and events on this campus.
But I think, I don't know, I see it changing. Like, more people are kind of like incorporating and going and doing other stuff on campus, so that's good. But yeah, I'd just like to see it grow more, I guess.
I think the majority of the problem is the fact that we don't have people coming out to events. Everyone just stays inside.
Students have bought into the stigma that nothing is going on campus.
I mean, they have a few things like their concerts and everything that I've seen around here. Those will get people moving and everything, get people out and going, but there's nothing really that happens every week that needs to be like a repetitious little thing.
The school is lame.
What do you think about social life on this campus? This campus? Yeah. I think it's lame. It's lame. It's lame. This campus.
There's not enough school spirit.
I think if we had more school pride and we were more excited about coming to our university, we would be more excited about being involved with what's going on campus at our university.
And because of that, people have pretty much fallen in line. So now it's not that students don't want to get involved. Students look around and they see that their fellow students, their peers, aren't doing anything, and they just accept it.
It's actually depressing because, after, working in the studio, you want to go out, expect to at least see somebody doing something fun, play football or something, I don't know, and nothing happening, so.
They don't want to do anything about it, and that's where we are. We are stuck.
You go to any other form house, doors are all shut, you go to Hornet Village, you don't see anybody walking down the hallway. You can walk through one village for like half an hour to the person.
MIT, Harvard, all these very academic-based schools have a better social life than us.
I hate it. I don't like it at all. I think it's disgusting in a sense, We pay all this money to go to this school. We put so much into this school. And yeah, you're right, we have agendas, we have class, we have careers that we're looking forward to. But if you tell me that you spend 24/7 of your time studying or in class, you're lying. Because in all actuality, we waste a lot of time.
People need to learn time management.
In my eyes, if you're gonna spend time outside of class, outside of the books, get involved around campus, you put so much money into the school, maybe you don't see it, but you put a lot of money into the school. So make that money work for you. Don't let people dictate where your student fees are going without you having a hand in on it.
Here's all that money. What are y'all doing with it? I don't see anything what you're doing with it. Okay, I know these organizations ask for money and you give it to them, but that's all I know.
What do you guys think about SGA on campus? Because, these guys basically allocate our student fees. So basically all the money, most of the money that we spend on this campus, they're allocating out to organizations and projects on campus. What do you guys think about that?
Do we have a say in that?
Look at it like that. That's your money. So take an active participation in what it is they're doing with your money.
It's basic economics. If you don't use your money, someone else will. It's plain and simple. Like, if the students come together and do stuff around campus and want to make it better than school spirit all around, then it'll help. These are issues because students are always complaining about it. Don't complain about parking if you're not going to do anything about it. Don't complain about the food if you're not going to do anything about it. Don't complain about where the money from SGA is going if you're not going to do anything about it. Don't tell me that the SGA is not doing their job when you don't go to the meetings.
Do you guys know about the SGA meetings that they have every other Tuesday?
No, hadn't heard a word about that.
Did you guys know about student body meetings every other Tuesday?
I tried making an organization earlier this semester, and I had a lot of problems because they wanted me to have a certain number of members, but there was nothing posted anywhere on the creative organization info, and so it was problematic.
But when I came here, I didn't know the benefits to being a part of SGA, and I'm a leader on campus. I didn't know the venues or the avenues I need to take to become a part of the SGA. So I think that they need to be more open, and they need to work on being more diverse when it comes to who's on the board or the SGA panel, and how they interact and how they distribute funds and support.
Our SGA, I honestly don't think they're too involved in anything that campus does. They just say, all right, you need something, okay, here, you can do this. They don't do anything else. Honestly, that's what I think about it.
You know, we're not aware of what they really do. You know, it's not like they have something where we're like, oh, SGA did this, you know, and make sure we do this so, you know, there's more coming. So I don't see any progress, I don't see any change, so that's what we're doing.
Don't tell me that this thing sucks when you don't read the paper. If you're gonna make a comment, get in there, see what's going on, experience it, read it. Because if you're not, then you're ignorant. You're making comments that aren't justified because you haven't been there. You haven't done anything. Don't tell me about school spirit during orientation when you've never been to an organization fair and you're a part of an organization and you have 80 members and none of your members show up. You have no right to say anything. Complacent students is what we saw today. Not everybody, but as a majority, students that don't know the power that they have. That's what we saw today. The students just don't know. They think they're powerless. They don't know what they're capable of. It's our job to make sure that they do. We can fix this by becoming more active. We can fix this by educating ourselves about the power that we do have on this campus. We can fix this by not hanging out in the student center during student body meetings that are happening right next door in the ballroom. We can do this by picking up a newspaper. We can do this by simply helping out our fellow organizations even if we're not a part of it.
You know, we didn't get any support from you know, SGA or any other group. Most of the stuff we did came out of our pocket. And we had to like really go out there, like we went to Georgia State, and like we were calling people out to come to, you know, to the event. We had to go to Kennesaw, Georgia Tech, just different people we knew, you know, kind of call them out and tell them to come in and help.
I'm in an iOS course this semester where I'm doing an app where if you drive on the campus, it'll tell you what events are going on in different buildings and parking areas. How many spaces just became available type of deal.
That's how we fix this problem. Take an initiative to get off our asses and do something. That's how you fix problems. Educate yourself. We are the engine that gets it going. We are the voice of the people. We are the voice of the students on this campus. If we don't do anything, if we sit by and let it happen, we're just as good as the students that allow it to happen as well. We are just as complacent as they are. We can either sit here and print newspapers all day, or we can take the stuff that's in the newspaper and make it more. We can take the power that we have and spread it across campus. We can show the students that we are more than what the administration tells us we are. We are more than what a sheet of paper from a teacher tells us that we are. We're more than grades, we're more than GPAs, we're more than a diploma. We have more to offer on this campus. This campus is not going to grow without us. Or maybe it will. Maybe this campus will grow to 10,000, to 15,000, to 20,000 students. But I guarantee you the students will not have any more power than what they have right now. That's what'll happen if we don't stand up now, while it's just 6,000 of us. Students have to stand up and do something. As a STING, we're nowhere near perfect. They can take back their Student Organization of the Year award. I appreciate it, but we haven't done anything yet. They can take back the Most Improved Publication of the Year award. We haven't done anything yet. The expectations at this university are very low. So when you see people with cameras at every event, you think it's something. When you see a newspaper that comes out on time every month, you think it's something. When you see departments being developed, you think it's something. That's what we're supposed to do, it's our job. People are impressed with what the STING did because we came together. They may not be able to see that, but we did. We took a paper that was ruled by a dictatorship 2 years ago, and we dished out power and responsibilities to people that were gifted. That's what we did. We understood that each student is their own leader and has the talents that can take the paper to new heights. So because of that, we all came together and formed one unit. That needs to happen on this campus. We're divided as a student body. We're divided as a university. You want to see this university grow, we're going to have to grow together. And it starts with the students. We have more power than the administration on this campus. I'm not saying that we have to overthrow the president, no. What I'm saying is the students need to come together and work together. That means organizations joining hands and collaborating on events and stop being selfish. And I understand everybody has their own agenda, but you have to understand that if we all come together and work to get things done, everybody wins. And in return, if students and the administration work together, everybody wins. Now, you look around this campus and you may think that everything's going well, but let's be honest, the people that know what's really going on around here knows that everything isn't going well. So, in order for things to change around here, in order for there to be a drastic change in school spirit, people need to take the initiative to work together, to come together, to form a community that we can all be proud of. Now, this may sound like a bunch of bullshit, but it's the truth. The student body is divided. People don't even know who the new SGA president is. That's a problem. Everybody should know who Austin Clayton is. Everybody should know who the vice president, Andy Valencia, is. They should know their major. They should know when they're about to graduate. They should know where they park on campus. This is important. These people make decisions. They allocate funds. This is important. Everybody should know who Rossbacher is, and people don't even know who she is. People don't even know where her office is. That's a problem. There's a disconnect on this campus. We need to come together. We need to use our power.
Hope everybody enjoyed that. Like I said, it was 2 years ago, July 2013. We spoke about, school pride, student body activities, student organizations, coming to events, coming to orientations, organization fairs, and we talked about the students coming together. We didn't release this for certain reasons that, internal reasons at that time, and this was basically a dormant piece that no one besides a select few have seen. If you look at the state of what was shown here by your peers, you, students, there was a lack of school pride and student activity. We called for students to come together. We called for students to stand up for what they believe in. No one did anything and came together until the consolidation was announced. That's a very hard fact, but it's the truth, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Here on this campus, I didn't really see students come together on a major scale until your very likeliness and what university you go to was, put in jeopardy by the consolidation. Imagine if we go back 2 years before the consolidation and we worked together. We came together, we helped each other, we embraced our students, our peers. There was more communication with students and administration. Imagine what great a university we would be at here. Maybe we'll still be Southern Poly, who knows? So basically, this video is to show you where we are standing now. The consolidation is well on the way. Well, it's done. We are Kennesaw now. So basically, this video about the power that each one of you has as students. Your voice is power. What you think is power. You are the reason why there is even a Kennesaw State University. There's even administrators, teachers, faculty. Without students, this university doesn't serve a purpose. So that means we have the right to dictate what goes on in this university. We have more power, we have more control, but we don't use it. And that's an issue. As he said, maybe we'll grow to 15, 20,000 students. And he said, we won't have enough power as we do now until we stick together. You think now, as we're a university of 37,000 consolidated, you feel that you have a lot more power and control than prior to the consolidation. Does anyone feel they have more power? You feel you do? Yes. All right, thank you for your input. Basically, this is my call for all of you. Maybe I'm not saying this is the right answer, I'm saying this is our option. This is what we feel is the thing to do. To come together. We're, even for our neighbors to the north, we are a part of their student body, they're a part of ours. We need to come together. We need to go to SGA meetings. We need to start showing more outreach and interactivity on campus. And here at this thing, we have a lot of people that love us. And we have a lot of people that hate us. People don't think what we do is a good job. And I've had conversations about people, why they think. And everybody's entitled to their opinion, but if you don't like us or not, or what we print, at least we do something. At least we use our power. At least we get involved. We try to make change for the better of all students. Even the students who think our paper is trash. We're still there at SGA meetings, questioning things that are going on, questioning decisions that are being handled. When the consolidation happened, we're there at every single open forum, getting you the news quicker than anybody else is giving it out to you. We did that for you. The same people who call this thing that says this thing sucks. We did that for the students, and that's real. I'm going to pass it over to Jeff Green, and he's going to talk to you about this legacy of this issue and this publication throughout the years. Give it a hand for Jeff Green.
Hi everybody, I'm Jeff Green. I'm the faculty advisor for the STING, and I've been working with the paper since 2010. And when I started, there were 3 active students, writers and editorial staff. We now have how many on our team?
39.
39. But we have a lot more students working with us than ever before. And I've been lucky enough to see the paper absolutely transform from what it was to an award-winning publication, a publication that has won several GCPA awards and really has a strong impact on this campus. And so it's really kind of been amazing for me to see. And I'll make this short, I promise. But here's my one pitch to you. It's really if the STING is going to continue to be around into next year. So as far as if you want to get involved, if you feel like writing about anything that could have a student interest, we're going to be the feature magazine for Kennesaw State University. So you really should come write for us. But beyond even that, the message of getting involved with campus life is really important. If I could go back in time and talk to my 18-year-old self, there's a lot of things that I would tell myself, but one of them is Jeff, if you're just going to go to class and then go home afterwards and play video games, you are not doing it right. Really, that to get the most out of your college experience, and not even just your money, but the experience you get, you need to use everything the campus has available to you. This really, a weird thing to say about college, I've always felt this way about universities, is that, this is a simulation for real life. So when you work for something like the Sting, you get the experience of workplace employment, building your portfolio. However, if there's a problem, you learn some harsh lessons, rather than get fired and your kids starve. You can learn these things in an environment that is somewhat controlled. So you really need to take advantage of what's offered to you on campus. I can't say that strong enough. Get involved. If it's not the Sting, do something else. But really get involved. Use everything that's given to you, because the 4 years goes fast, and then you're an old bitter man like me. But anyways, thank you very much for your time.
Back in January, we released our first issue of the spring, and in that issue there was an article about a question that everybody has asked me multiple times up until today. What's going to happen with the Sting? Aren't y'all getting consolidated by Kennesaw publication? Do you read the Sting? Yes, I do. Well, you should have known there's been an article that says what will happen to us. There is a similar feature magazine at Kennesaw that used to publish. It's called The Talent, is their magazine. Just like everything else on this university, everything SPSU has been converted to KSU. Last year, we started having meetings with the student media organization because we were worried about, okay, we put a lot of work, we have a lot of pride and love for this publication, what's going to happen to us? And at that meeting and every single other meeting, thus I said it plain and simple. This name, the Sting, is not going away. Those exact words, every single meeting. Now, to those who don't know, as Jeff said, this name, Sting, is not going away. We have absorbed and merged with the Kennesaw feature magazine, Talent, and the new student lifestyle magazine of Kennesaw will be called The Sting. I guess we can go ahead and get to the reason why you all are here. SPSU Legacy. My definition for SPSU Legacy is application, involvement in learning. That's some of the things, like through my time here, that I've seen, students, faculty, talking to groundskeepers, talking to custodians. Everybody has had these same type of ideals. That's what SPSU Legacy for me is. With this issue, we went back to 1948. The first registration for the Technical Institute back then in 1948 in March. It was March 1948. The first issue of the Sting was released September of 1948. We were the first student organization, and also that would make us the oldest student organization in SPSU history in all of its names. Of course, back then we were called the Engineering Technician, and then it was a few years later we changed the name to the Sting. This issue is our legacy. A piece of it. Of course, we can't fit, all the years from 1948 into one issue, but we decided to do the best we can. So we call these are, a quote from Steve Jobs says that you cannot understand your future by looking forward. You must look in the past and connect the dots. That will help you. So I invite you all to share this experience. Come connect the dots.
If you want to come work for the Sting, talk to Desmond Wright.
And also we'll be giving out Sting shirts if anybody wants them.
Thank you. You talk to Desmond. Run back. There's ads. Run back.